Okay, good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Hello, are you there?
Hello, teacher. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, nice. So we're gonna start. This week, we're gonna practice with speaking, okay? So I hope everybody's ready to speak a lot today, okay? Let's see, how many are we? We are 3, okay? I think we're gonna start, so let's do it. Speaking one, can you see my screen? Guys, are you there? Hello, can you see my screen? I am asking you.
Yes, teacher, we can see your screen.
Excellent. What about the rest?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, nice. So speaking one, independent task, okay? It is the one what we call independent task. What is it about? Well, first, one suggestion for you to consider at the moment of speaking. First, the more confident you are, the more fluency you will show, okay? You have to be sure of the things you're gonna say, okay? In that way, you will be able to speak fluently without hesitation, okay? That's important. What else? Okay. Independent task, question number 1. Okay, well, first question is a straightforward problem, okay, with a personal preference. Usually 1 or 2 sentences. Have that in mind. The question will be simple, okay? You will have to choose between, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 options, okay? You have to have a perspective. You have to have an opinion. It is important, okay? Time, 15 seconds to prepare your answer and 45 seconds to speak. Only 1 minute in total. Have that in mind, okay? The time is important as well. What to do? Well, first, it is simple. You have to view the issue, analyze it, prepare your answer, organize your ideas, and then speak, okay? That's all what you have to do in this time. Some tips, okay? If you follow this structure, I am sure you will be able to provide an excellent answer, okay? First, since the question will ask you to decide or to choose between 2 options, well, you have to choose a side, okay? You have to say, okay, I on this side or I am on the other side. I agree with this, I disagree. You have to choose, okay? It is not a good idea to say, okay, 50-50. I disagree, but I agree at the same time. No, you will waste time, okay? So always, please choose a side. Then state your opinion, okay? After choosing a side, you have to say, okay, well, I disagree with this idea or I agree. You have to say that, okay? That is the statement of your opinion. Then explain reasons. Why do you think in that way? Okay, okay, I disagree with this idea because of the following reasons. And you start explaining the reasons you have, okay? Then conclude with a summary, with a brief summary of all the things you have said. An example could be something like this. Because of the previous reasons I have already explained, I disagree with this idea, or I agree, or I prefer this option, I prefer the other option, okay? That is an example on how you have to build up your conclusion, okay? Remember, it has to be brief. Everything has to be brief, but accurate. What you have to have in mind is, well, that you have only 45 seconds to speak, okay? That is important. Manage your time, follow this structure, and you will have a good score in this kind of speaking task. Okay, guys? Now, up to here, is there any question that you may want to ask? Something, any doubt, any problem, whatever, please feel free to speak. Feel free to ask. I am here to help. No questions? Guys, I am asking you.
Clear.
No, no question, teacher. No.
Okay, so since there are no questions, let's start with the practice. How many are we in the session? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We are 5 people. Okay, I'm gonna ask one by one. Okay, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exercises. Okay, from which I will choose for you to participate. Okay, everybody is going to participate. Since we are 5 people in this session, you will be able to answer 2 questions, okay? So let's see. Let's start with Bonnie. Are you there?
Yes.
Please. Choose from 1 to 10, please.
7.
Okay, I'm going to read a question for you. Some people want to change their appearance even by surgery. Do you agree or disagree? Is the question clear?
Yes.
Okay, since it is clear, let's start. 15 seconds for you to prepare your answer. Please, you can start your answer.
I agree with the idea that people uh, should be do a surgery if they want for the following reasons. Firstly, if they don't feel comfortable with their body, they could be sorry, they would have an option to change that and feel more comfortable with themselves. Secondly, because sometimes that thing that they don't like would be an obstacle to do anything or to um, make any relation. For those reasons, I agree with the idea to make a surgery if they want.
Okay, in terms of a structure, it was a nice answer. You follow the tips I gave you, okay? You chose a side, you stated your opinion, you explained the reasons you had, and well, then it was a nice conclusion, the one you made, okay? Good job. But in terms of content, you have to organize your ideas in a way that you can express what you have in mind in a better way, okay? Do not complicate your life by trying to use, I don't know, maybe really difficult structures. No, sometimes the simpler is the better, okay? Have that in mind. Good management of the time as well. Okay, Bonnie, thank you. Good job. Let's continue. Carlos, are you there?
Hello, teacher. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, choose a number from 1 to 10, except number 7.
6.
Okay. I'm going to read a question for you. Which company do you prefer to work with? A company in which you work independently or a company with a tutor to help you? Is the question clear?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. 15 seconds for you to prepare. You can start, please. The answer.
With regard to the topic, I prefer to work in a company independent company for the following reasons. The first one, because you can be confident. And by this, I can explain it because you can do whatever you want and feel confident to do your job the best you can. For example, if I'm working, for example, or from experience, I could say that I feel better when I don't feel under pressure, and I can do my job in a better way. And secondly, because you can feel free to do your job or to manage your time. And to illustrate this, I could say that you can organize your ideas in order to do the tasks in the time that you prefer. So that's why I think that work in a company and in an independent way is better.
Okay, in terms of content, it was a nice answer, okay? What you said, what the reasons you had to support your idea were clear, okay? Were easy to understand. That's the point. But there is a problem, please. Control the time you have to speak, okay? Remember, you have 45 seconds only. So try to omit some aspects of your speech so that you can provide an answer in less than 45 seconds, okay? Something like, okay, I would prefer to work in an independent work because of the following reasons. First, it is better for me to work without any pressure, and in that way, I can have the time to do my things in my way. Secondly, because at least for me, it is a nice way to work without someone who can put pressure on you. That's it, okay? Because of those reasons, I think working in an independent company is better. That's it, okay? It is not a good idea to explain a lot of aspects, a lot of information. No, okay? Just go directly to the point, okay? Manage the time you have to speak. Apart from that, it was a nice answer. Thank you, Carlos. Let's continue with Carolina, please. Can you hear me, Carolina?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, choose a number, please, between from 1 to 10, except 6 and 7.
2.
2. Okay, let's go to number 2 then. Okay, I'm going to read a question for you. Do you think it is a good idea to select government leaders from the masses and ordinary residents? Explain your response with details and examples. Did you understand the question?
No, not really.
Okay, I'm going to explain. First, do you think it is a good idea to choose or to select government leaders? I don't know, maybe the president, a governor, a mayor, I don't know, from the masses. What I mean by saying masses, a big amount of people, maybe the people who live in La Paz, that is a mass of people, you know, and ordinary residents, people who are common, ordinary. Maybe it could be a doctor, it could be a lawyer, it could be, I don't know, maybe a secretary, I don't know. Now, do you understand now? Is it clear?
So, can I select another number?
Okay, I will give you the chance to do that. Just because it is a practice, okay? However, when
Okay.
taking the TOEFL test, you won't have the chance to change the topic you chose, okay? So please have that in mind. Sometimes the topics will be easy to understand, and sometimes some others, they will be difficult to understand. That is the idea of this test, okay? To
Okay, pero
challenge.
en el caso de esta pregunta, no hay para elegir, es como que te está preguntando, ¿no?
It is,
No
you
es-
have to choose because you have to say, okay, it is a good idea or it is a bad idea. Good or bad? What do you think?
okay, ya. Bueno, can I select the number 4?
Okay, let's go to number 4. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Some people think it is better to read or watch negative news than positive news. Is the question clear?
Yes, do you agree?
Okay. 15 seconds for you to prepare your answer. Please, your answer.
I disagree with that statement because I think that it's not good to watch negative news for the people because we start thinking bad feelings, something like that. It's better to think positively, and by that way try to improve our personality.
Okay, is that all?
Um, yes, I conclude. Can I say that?
Okay, yes, you had to work on a conclusion as well, okay? The answer was nice, okay? You had some difficult trying to explain your point, okay? I understand, but it was a nice answer. But manage the time, okay? Control the time you have to speak. You only have 45 seconds. In that time, you have to state your opinion, provide at least 2 reasons, and build up a conclusion, okay? So
Okay.
have that in mind. But in terms of content, I understood what you said. Good answer, good perspective. You just have to organize your ideas in a way that you can express what you have in mind more fluently, okay? Without hesitating a lot.
Okay, I have to practice. Thank
Yes, but that's why we are here, okay? To practice. Let's continue,
you.
please. Thank you, Carolina. Let's continue with Marines, please. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know if you can hear me, but it is really difficult for me to hear you.
Oh,
Can you
it's
speak
better
louder?
like this.
Okay, now I can hear you. Okay, choose a number, please, except numbers number 4, 6, and 7.
1.
1, okay, let's go to number 1. I'm gonna read the question for you. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? With the increasing popularity of technology, parents should control. Is the question clear?
Yes, but
Okay.
to the children, right?
Exactly. The word parents is telling you, okay? Sometimes the questions can be tricky, okay? But you have to imply from context. Okay, parents, okay, so children is implied. Parents should control their children. So you have to imply sometimes, okay? This is a tricky question. So since you understood the question, let's go there. 15 seconds for you to prepare the answer, please. Okay, Marines, please, your answer.
Okay, I agree with the statement because of the following reasons. I think that children could have access to some bad websites through technology. So that's why parents should take control over these situations. And also because they could be contacted by some strangers that could be looking to harm these children. So that's why parents should take control of the gadgets and the places on the websites that the children could visit. It's also a good example that some children could take. Oh, sometime.
Continue, please. Try to finish what you're saying.
Okay, so children could access these places, so parents should take over these gadgets in order to prevent them. But yeah, I agree.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. You had a lot of ideas and you were able to express what you have in your mind. Excellent, let's say, management of the way you use the language itself. Good job. You were able to express what you had in mind. Excellent. However, time, okay? Manage the time, control the time you have to speak, okay? It is necessary to explain at least 2 reasons. That's it, okay? The first 2 reasons, you were able to explain them in, I think, 30 seconds. 15 seconds were there for you to build up a conclusion, okay? It is not necessary to explain a lot of examples, details, no. Remember, you have to explain, you have to choose a side, state your opinion, provide 2 reasons, and then finish, okay? A good conclusion would be, okay, because of those reasons, I believe that parents should control the use of technology. That's it, okay? So be careful with the ideas you have. Okay, excellent. You understood the topic. You were able to transmit or express the ideas in your mind. You supported your opinion. Good job. But control the time you have to speak, okay? Apart from that, it was an excellent answer, okay? Thank you, Marines. Good job.
Thank you, teacher.
Let's move on finally to Yari Miño Marcillo.
Yes.
Okay, it is your turn. Please choose a number.
Okay. Number 5, I think there's no one.
Okay, number 5. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Schools should record large lectures and upload them to the school website for students to watch. Is the question clear?
Yes.
Okay, so 15 seconds for you to prepare the answer. Okay, please, your answer.
Okay. According to the statement, I strongly believe that teachers shouldn't record a video and send to the students because first, in a class, students can ask to the teacher, and then they will feel comfortable because they will understand the topic. Second, I believe that the students in a class can solve the problems with a friend. And in my personal experience, I like to share my doubts and to teach to my classmates when I can. And finally, I believe that the students can feel more comfortable with each other when they see them in a whole class.
Okay, it was a nice answer. It is clear that you understood the topic. What else? The time, okay? Control the time. The last sentence that you said, was it a conclusion or an extra idea?
Yeah. No, I was trying to make a conclude about the first and the second example that I gave, but I
Okay,
think I have to work on that conclusion. I think it was kind of weak.
it wasn't weak. You explained, you provided with a brief summary of the aspects you mentioned. However, have that in mind, okay? Have this in mind, the time you have to speak in this task, okay? You have only 45 seconds. So a simpler conclusion can help, okay? You use something like, okay, because of these two reasons, I think that it is not a good idea to record lectures. That's it, okay?
Mm,
Because you
okay.
already explained the reasons you had to support the way you think, okay? So it is not necessary to summarize what you have just said, okay? So just say or mention generalize. Because of these points, I believe in this way. That's it, okay? That's a brief conclusion and a good one for this kind of exercise, okay? Apart from that, it was an excellent answer, good arguments, nice way of structuring what you're saying, nice organization of ideas, good job. The time, okay? You're having problems with the time, that's it, okay? So excellent answer, thank you, Jadi.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's start again then. We have 5 more questions, so let's start. Bonnie, please, are you there?
Yes.
Please choose a number. I'm gonna
Um,
see, 2 is missing. Okay, let's see. Number 2 is missing. Number 3 is missing as well. Number 8 is missing. And 9 and 10 are missing as well. So please choose a number.
Number 10.
Okay, let's go to number 10. I'm gonna read the question for you. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Children at early age should learn independent living skills. Use specific reasons to support your answer. Is the question clear?
Sí. Yes, sorry.
No problem. Let's start then. Please, the answer.
Okay. I agree with the idea that children should be taught to good habits since they are child for the following reasons. Firstly, because our habits are made in our childhood. And secondly, because if if children learn good habits, they will learn or um, be an example to their mates. For example, if your children um, make the house labors, they could teach their mates to answer teacher. I just lost.
Finish what you're saying, please.
For all those reasons, I agree with the idea.
Okay, a nice conclusion. You had some problems trying to explain the reasons you had to support your opinion. So let's be brief, okay? Okay, first, because, okay, it is a good idea for children to learn these habits because they will be able to, let's say, succeed in life. Secondly, because if children learn these good habits, they will be able to teach their, I don't know, maybe all their brothers, for example. And because of those reasons, I believe that it is a good idea, or I agree with the statement. Something like that, okay? It has to be brief. Remember the time. You have to think about a brief answer, okay? In terms of
Okay.
content, your answer was nice. In terms of time, please try to omit some parts of your speech so that you can provide an answer in less than 45 seconds, okay? A complete one. A complete answer is about, I don't know, maybe includes the statement of your decision or your opinion, 2 reasons and a conclusion, and that's it, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, so have that in mind. Let's continue. Carlos, please.
Hello, teacher.
Choose a number, please.
9.
9, okay. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? It is impolite to take pictures of the strangers without their permission. Do you understand the question?
Yes.
Okay, 15 seconds for you to prepare the answer. Please, the answer.
Okay, with regard to the topic, I strongly believe that it's impolite to take picture of the strangers, and because of the following reasons. The first reason is because they would think that something bad is going to happen to them. For example, the other day I went to the cinema and I wanted to take a picture to an old woman that had a gum in her head, and she realized that I took the picture, and she kind of looked at me like kind of bad. And my second reason is because it's invasion of privacy, and that is not allowed by the laws, I guess. I shouldn't say guess. For example, if you cannot go outside and take picture of people that are like having time with their family and want to have a good time. So by this, I think that is times up, teacher.
Okay, that's all.
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
I couldn't say my conclusion, but
Okay,
yeah.
no problem. Don't worry. It was a nice answer. But please control the time you have to speak, okay, for the next practice. Because remember, 45 seconds only, okay? It was an
Yes.
excellent answer. You included with examples as well. That's nice, okay? That's really nice. But for the next time, try to omit, for example, I don't know, maybe one aspect of your explanation, maybe one example can be enough, okay? And that's it. You mentioned
Okay.
2 reasons. Because first, people feel that, well, they are invading the privacy. And secondly, because they may think that you have bad intentions by taking a picture of them, okay? That's it.
Okay,
You
teacher,
just
one
have to
question.
tell me.
So it's not really like we have to follow like a structure, because the other teachers tell us that like we have to say that one idea and then to support it by saying an example. But it doesn't matter if we don't say an example for the second reason, for example.
Okay, if you have the time to provide an example, it has to be brief, okay? Because remember the time you have. You have to consider the time. If you're able to provide an example for the two reasons that you have, excellent. But consider the time you have, okay? If you are not able to provide an example for each of the reasons you have mentioned, one can be enough, okay? You can mention the second reasons you have and that's it, conclude. Okay, because if you take a lot of time speaking, I don't know, maybe you will have to record yourself or there will be a person in front of you and that will say, okay, stop, it's enough. I don't know, but you have to control the time you have, okay? Whenever you are taking this TOEFL test. Okay, it is good to provide examples, but consider the time, okay? If you have the time to do it, excellent. But if you do not have the time, it would be a good idea to omit at least one example, okay?
Great, teacher. It's very important that we have to end with a conclusion, right?
Yes, you have to finish what you're saying, okay? Because in that way, your answer will sound more complete. Because if you didn't finish, if you're not able to finish what you're saying, okay, maybe the evaluator will say, okay, but this idea is incomplete. Something is missing. You will lose points, okay? So,
thank you, teacher.
A complete answer will always be a better one, okay? So let's focus on that. Thank you. It was a nice answer. Good organization of ideas. Nice arguments as well. Good job. Let's go. Let's continue with Carolina, please.
Number 8.
Okay, let's go to number 8 then. Okay, this is the longest one, but let's see. Okay, imagine that two different.
Number 7 is free.
Sorry.
The number 7 is free.
No, they have already picked them up.
Okay.
Okay, number 8. It is easy, don't worry, okay? Let's see. Imagine that two different universities have accepted you. One university is well known for its excellent academic program, but it is expensive. In contrast, another is less well known, but has offered you a scholarship. Which university would you prefer and explain why?
Okay.
Did you understand the question?
Yes.
Is it clear for you? Okay. So let's start. 15 seconds to prepare your answer, please.
Okay.
Please, the answer.
I prefer the university which is well known for its excellent academic program because I think that when I finish my career at the university, I could have find better jobs and better opportunities in my country and outside overseas. Also because I think I would learn better academic courses than the other university. And therefore, I conclude that it's better for me to study in the university who is more expensive, that is more expensive than another one.
Okay, in terms of a structure, excellent. You follow the model I gave you. Good job. In terms of content, excellent arguments as well. Just try to speak a little bit, let's say, faster and fluently so that you can express what you want in less than 45 seconds, okay? That is the only, let's say, problem that I have with your answer. Apart from that, it was an excellent answer. Thank you. Let's continue with Marines, please.
Okay, teacher.
Choose a number. You only have 2. Let's see which ones are missing. Let's see. Okay, these are completed. Okay, number 3 is missing and number 2.
Uh, 3.
Okay, 3. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Good luck is as important as work hard in achieving success.
Okay.
Did you understand the question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start, please. 15 seconds. Okay, please, you can start.
To answer the question, I will say that it's not the same. When you work hard, you put your heart on it, and you work through this circumstance while you're not waiting for something great to happen, and you take the responsibility on your hands. Also because working hard could be done by anyone at any time, and you don't have to be a lucky person to be successful in life or in work. So that's why I will say that working hard is always the option, not just to wait for luck in whatever you're doing to achieve success.
Okay, it was an excellent answer. And well, the conclusion was better this time. It was an excellent conclusion, I have to say, I have to admit. It was not as simple as I expected, but it was a nice conclusion, okay? Nice organization of ideas. Okay, what else? What else I can say? Excellent management of the time. It is clear that you understood the topic. Nice arguments as well. Good job. That is the way you have to answer these kind of questions, okay, guys? This goes for everybody, please. This is the way you have to answer, okay? Excellent job, Marines. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with the final. Jadi, please. The last one. Number 2. Are you there?
Yes,
Okay.
but I'm not watching the question.
Okay, number 2. The last question that we have today, okay? Do you think it is a good idea to select government leaders from the masses and ordinary residents? Explain your response with details and examples. Is the question clear?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, let's start, please.
I'm sorry, my internet connection is not good. I have to start to answer now.
You have 15 seconds. Okay, Jadi, please, you can start.
Okay. According to the text, I believe that people should select government for the masses because of the following reasons. First, this person has the trust of everyone. That's why they select them. And second, I believe if the masses select them, it is because this person know about the culture and the circumstances of those people. In my personal life, if I see someone who I can trust, I definitely will give my vote. For those reasons, I believe that people should choose mass government.
Okay, I have to say that it was a nice answer. Good job. Nice management of the time. You got nervous because of the time at the end, and that's why you were not able to, let's say or mention your conclusion the way it was supposed to be given, okay? I understand, no problem. For the next time, try to say what you have in your mind, okay? Do not be worried about the time. okay? Because I noticed how nervous you were. So control those nerves, okay? And that this is a suggestion for everybody, okay? Control the nerves at the moment of speaking, okay? It is important. If you're not able to control the nerves whenever you are speaking, you will get stuck, you will get nervous, you will get lost in your words, and you will start hesitating, and you will start saying something like, that's not a good idea, okay? That's not a good sign. So please organize your ideas, be sure of the things you're gonna say, express them the best way you can, and I am sure you will be able to provide an excellent answer, okay, guys? Now, before we finish, is there any question that you may want to ask? Any doubt, any problem? Feel free to ask, please. Meanwhile, I will be releasing the daily survey, okay? I have already checked your attendance based on your participation, so no problem with that. Okay, now I'm gonna release another daily survey, okay? Please complete it. Okay, guys, that's all for this session. On Friday, I'm gonna bring a lot of topics, okay, from which you will have to choose in order to speak. That is the point of this, okay? You have to practice. You have to realize the way you are supposed to answer these kind of questions, okay, guys? So that would be it for this session. Thank you for attending and participating. See you next class, okay? Have a nice rest of the week.
Thank you, teacher. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, teacher.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Have a nice
teacher.
day. Bye-bye.